In this episode of Exploring Data Science, we'll consider predictive modelling, what it means and how we can use it in data science projects. In data science, a predictive model is a formula for estimating the unknown value of interest. In this video, we will be considering several concepts, including supervised segmentation, informative attributes, target variables, feature vectors, model induction, descriptive modelling, prediction, and training data. We'll begin by thinking of predictive modelling as supervised segmentation. In particular, how can we segment the population with respect to something that we would like to predict or estimate? A fundamental idea in data mining is to find or select important informative variables or attributes of the entities described by the data. What exactly it means to be informative varies among contexts, but generally, information will reduce uncertainty about something. The better the information, the more our uncertainty is reduced. A key to supervised data mining is that we have some target quantity we would like to predict or to otherwise understand better. Often this quantity is unknown or unknowable at the time we would like to make a business decision, such as whether a customer will churn soon after their contract expires, or which accounts have been exposed to fraudulent activities. Having a target variable crystallizes our notion of finding informative attributes. It helps us focus on whether there are other variables that reduce our uncertainty about the value of the target. An instance or example represents a fact or a data point. For example, a historical customer who had been given credit. This is also called a row in database or spreadsheet terminology. An instance is described by a set of attributes, or what we might call fields, columns, variables, or features. An instance is also sometimes called a feature vector. In the context of predictive modelling, a model is a simplified representation of reality created to serve a purpose. It's simplified based on some assumptions about what is and is not important for the specific purpose, or sometimes based on constraints on information. For example, a map is a model of the physical world. It abstracts away a lot of information that the map maker deemed irrelevant. In data science, as we have already mentioned, a predictive model is a formula for estimating the unknown value of interest, or the target. The formula could be mathematical, or it could be a logical statement, such as a rule. Descriptive modelling is where the primary purpose of the model is not to estimate a value, but instead to gain insight into the underlying phenomenon or process. A descriptive model of churn behavior would tell us what customers who churn typically look like. In general terms, prediction means to forecast a future event. In data science, prediction more generally means to estimate an unknown value. To now bring together some of the points we've already covered, supervised learning is model creation where the model describes a relationship between a set of selected variables, attributes or features, and a predefined variable called the target variable. The model estimates the value of the target variable as a function of the features, and this might be a probabilistic function. So in a customer churn prediction problem, we would want to build a model of the likelihood of customers to churn or leave as a function of customer account attributes such as age, income, length with the company, number of calls to customer service, customer demographics, data usage, etc. The creation of models from data is known as model induction. Induction is a term from philosophy that refers to generalizing from specific cases to general rules, or laws or truths. Our models are general rules in a statistical sense, i.e. they usually do not hold 100% of the time, and often not even near 100% of the time. The procedure that creates the model from the data is called the induction algorithm, or learner. Induction can be contrasted with deduction. Deduction starts with general rules and specific facts, and creates other specific facts from them. The use of our models can be considered a procedure of probabilistic deduction. The input data for the induction algorithm used for inducing the model are called the training data. This is also called labeled data because the value of the target variable or the label is known. To summarize, we've considered various concepts and terms related to predictive modelling, including supervised segmentation, informative attributes, target variables, feature vectors, model induction, descriptive modelling, prediction, and training data.